the creation of the Upside Down and its mysterious connection to Will, and even Eleven herself. New, confirmed materials from Stranger Things Season 5 are finally revealing shocking details about how the Upside Down came to be and about hidden parts of this dark world we've never seen before. And that's not all. We've also got insider descriptions of new settings, new characters, and an official update on Vecna, including how he's about to become even more powerful than ever. All of this is 100% confirmed and straight from official sources. So, if you want to know everything about these massive Season 5 revelations, stick around, because we've got a ton to break down. But before we jump in, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe to the channel. Alright, let's dive in. So, here's the deal. In the last video, I mentioned that it's very likely the final trailer for this amazing series, the one that's about to end with its last season, will drop next week. That is, if it doesn't surprise us and come out even earlier this week. But hey, let's not get too hyped just yet. Like, be excited, sure, but let's not jump the gun, okay? It's expected to drop before the end of October, with a huge chance of coming out before Stranger Things Day, which is November 6th. Now, while everyone's waiting for that trailer, if you've watched my other videos, you know there's been a flood of new interviews lately with the cast and the Duffer brothers across tons of big entertainment websites. And these interviews, they've been full of important revelations. So, let's start with this beloved character right here, a fan favorite who, even though he had a short run, completely stole the show. Yep, you already know who I'm talking about, Eddie Munson. He appeared in Season 4, gave us one of the most iconic moments in the entire show, that legendary guitar solo, and then died fighting the Demobats. Ever since then, fans have come up with all kinds of theories. Zombie Eddie, Vampire Eddie, Flashback Eddie, you name it. And for a long time, people have believed he might still show up in Season 5. Well, now we finally have the official answer. According to Empire magazine, one of the biggest outlets covering the final season with exclusive details, the Duffer brothers have officially addressed Eddie's return. And here's what Matt Duffer himself said about it. I love that Joe Quinn, or Joseph Quinn, as people call him, is messing with fans. But no, he's dead. Joe's busy anyway. Everyone should know he's not coming back. He's filmed like 5 movies since then, so when would he even have time to film Stranger Things? No, unfortunately. Rest in peace, he's completely buried. Yeah, that's it. Straight from the creator himself. Matt Duffer has put an end to the Eddie theories once and for all. But hold on, does that mean there won't be anything about Eddie in the final season? No mentions, no tributes? Actually, there will be. If you've been following the channel, you might remember last year's set leaks. Those leaks revealed a memorial built right in downtown Hawkins during the final scenes. It's basically a monument covered with the names of people who died throughout the fight against the Upside Down, and yes, one of those names is Edward Munson. So, in the final episode, we'll likely see a close-up of that memorial, showing Eddie's name as a tribute. Plus, there's a scene in the first episode where Dustin visits Eddie's grave, cleans it up, and even gets bullied for it. So, yeah, tributes are definitely happening, but as for Eddie actually coming back, nope, it's over, done, finished. But alright, let's move on to what will actually happen, because Empire magazine has revealed even more details straight from the producers themselves. And these aren't just small updates, we're talking about major info on returning characters, new faces, and even new versions of familiar ones. Starting with something wild, they're officially calling this upgraded version of Vecna 2.0. Yep, that's what the creators themselves are calling him. Here's what Matt Duffer said to Empire. The villain will be even more powerful in the final chapter. We're calling him Vecna 2.0 because he's changed. And these changes include powers that are effective in the real world of Hawkins, no longer tied to the Upside Down. He's stronger and scarier than ever, with new real-world abilities. In Season 4 he was deadly because he could infiltrate your mind and manipulate you that way. Now he can kick your butt in truly violent ways, like Freddy on steroids. Yeah, that's a direct quote. And seriously, wow. Vecna 2.0 sounds absolutely terrifying. We actually got a little tease of this in the July teaser. Remember that final image where Vecna looked even creepier, covered in spikes? That's him. And earlier this year, Netflix accidentally leaked some promo art that showed new concept drawings of Vecna, more monstrous, more twisted. Plus, there were those leaked behind-the-scenes photos from over a year ago, from the scene where Vecna attacks a military base. We can't show those here, obviously, but if you've seen them, you know his look is completely insane. Now, this whole thing about new powers is a huge deal, because it means Vecna's evolved beyond just the Upside Down. Before, his thing was manipulating minds, using those psychic, supernatural powers from the Upside Down. But now, he has control and influence in the real world. Basically, He's become a complete creature in terms of power, and that's probably because of the Upside Down's invasion of Hawkins. Since parts of the Upside Down have merged into the real world, that environment seems to boost Vecna's strength, giving him abilities he never had before. Think about it. He can now control things across Hawkins, move objects, use telekinesis, maybe even biokinesis, control people, and decide where and when the monsters will strike. Like that hospital attack scene, the one at Max's hospital, where Lucas has to protect her. That's the kind of chaos we're talking about. And who knows, maybe Vecna can now hear what's happening across town, like some kind of hive mind radar. Since the Upside Down operates as a hive mind, it's totally possible that if something happens in one corner of Hawkins, Vecna instantly knows about it from the other side. So, yeah, things are about to get a lot darker, a lot more complicated, and way deadlier, because now, there are countless new ways Vecna can attack. And when he enters that stage of the season, you know, when he becomes that full-on, unstoppable, no-mercy killer, it's over. We're talking mass casualties. Maybe not the main characters, but tons of Hawkins citizens and extras are definitely doomed. Now, Vecna might be the main villain this season, but there's also a secondary antagonist, someone who's just as important to the story, and adds a whole new layer of danger. Meet Dr. K. The Duffer brothers revealed new details about her too. Here's what Matt Duffer said. She's hyper, intelligent, and intimidating. And despite her intelligence, she's also involved in the action. She's a scientist, but if needed, she can get into a fight and shoot a gun. And that perfectly matches the images we've already seen Dr. K holding a gun, ready for combat. Most likely, this happens during the lab attack sequence, when Eleven and Hopper are there. Now, I honestly doubt she's gonna make it out of this season alive. If I had to guess, she'll probably meet a tragic end, maybe killed by Vecna himself or some terrifying creature from the Upside Down. But before that happens, she's definitely going to cause major chaos, especially in the early episodes, where she's confirmed to be hunting Eleven. Oh, and by the way, she's not alone. She leads a team known as the Wolf Pack, an elite group of special ops mercenaries whose main goal is to capture Eleven. That's going to add a completely new flavor to Stranger Things, mixing sci-fi, horror, and full-blown action. But now that we've gone through all of Empire's revelations, let's shift gears to something else, because Time magazine has also dropped brand new info, including exclusive details about the new locations we'll see this season. For example, a new room in the Hawkins lab that's never been shown in any of the first 4 seasons of the series will be shown for the first time now in the 5th, officially confirmed too. All this info I'm bringing here is official. That's what's crazy, a ton of official stuff coming out. Check this out. What was revealed. This will be super important for understanding the Upside Down, the story, and also one of the plots we saw in one of the teasers. Here we go. As I revealed in a recent video, the folks from Time magazine visited the Stranger Things set during filming in 2024, and talked about several locations they discovered and got to see. One of them is Dr. Brenner's office. And check out what's said here. For the first time in the series, we'll get a look inside Dr. Brenner's office. Located next to the Rainbow Room, where Eleven honed her telekinetic skills and banished Henry to the Upside Down, right? We saw that in the 4th season. Yes, we've seen scenes from various angles of the lab. We've seen lots of points, lots of details in the 1st season, the 2nd, the 4th too. We saw a lot again, but never details of Dr. Brenner's specific office, his main room. And this time, they added purposeful elements so people can identify them in the scenes. That's what the site itself reveals, like intentional Easter eggs, already revealed beforehand. So when we watch, we'll already know, right? It said, the office is full of notebooks. Each one contains dozens of pages of handwritten notes, hand-drawn equations, and sketches of upside-down organisms in case the camera catches a character flipping through them. So, to make it clear, this report from Time magazine is from when they were on the set. They got to see this set, and while observing it, they noticed there were notebooks with lots of important details. Tons of stuff. They could see that it was obvious they made all these details so that when the camera pans, we can pause and see new details, some character looking, and we can read more. And that's exactly the path being set up since I analyzed the teaser, the other teasers that came out earlier. I talked about a trip to the Hawkins lab from 1983, which is the year the Upside Down is frozen in, right? So, going to that lab is useful for grabbing documents. That's exactly what I said the little group Dustin, Steve, Jonathan, and Nancy would do there, right? I said in the analyses that everything pointed to that, and now it's official, my dear. The reason the 4 of them take Steve's car, go through a portal to enter the Upside Down with his car and all, and head to the Hawkins lab is because they want to visit the 1983 version of the Hawkins lab, because there are documents from 83 from the time of the project, Dr. Brenner's project, the test subjects, and also the discoveries Dr. Brenner made when the Upside Down was emerging, at least, right? Like, there are a lot of mysterious scenes from the teaser in the Upside Down, in the Hawkins lab, that we don't know what they are. For example, this one of Jonathan seeing a portal in the Upside Down sky tearing open, which the theory is that it has some connection to Dimension X, right? Opening the connection between the two places. One detail is that one of the articles, one of the previous videos I brought up, already confirmed that in the final episode, we'll see the origin of the Upside Down fully explained. Even though the 4th season brought more details and other points, we'll see it happening, we'll see the details of it, and we'll see secrets about it that have never been revealed. And this part about Dr. Brenner's office is something that'll add so much. It's more details about how this will be revealed. So, you can already imagine a Nancy or a Dustin rummaging through there, finding Dr. Brenner's office, and seeing those documents, or one of the other two, Jonathan, or Steve. But it's also worth remembering that there's another moment in the season where it's not just the 4 of them in that lab. There'll be more characters present. There's that behind-the-scenes teaser image from September showing 6 people arriving there. That's right, 3 on one side and 3 on the other. The person with the flashlight and 2 other mysterious ones, right? There are hints that among these new people, we'll have Max after she's woken up from the hospital, so it's a scene further along in the season, and 11 too. So, there are at least 2 moments with different characters visiting the 183 version of the Hawkins lab in the Upside Down. Now, which of these moments will show Dr. Brenner's office? We'll see. I can only imagine, but revelations about the Upside Down, scenes of everything, it's gonna be insane. It'll tie everything up. It's what we need, right? No loose ends. But then you think it's over for the Time magazine set visit article, we have the radio station. That's right, they also got to visit the radio station set and say, the radio station will serve as a base while they hide from government soldiers and hunt Vecna in the Upside Down. They hide secretly under the station to talk and strategize. Exactly as we imagined, theorized, as explained in the official materials, from the set leaks too, when we found out there was a bunker underneath, right? All of this is now officially revealed. That's super cool. But one really cool thing is, like, hunting Vecna in the Upside Down, right? In the other video, I talked about the start of the season with them hunting Vecna, which is one of the confirmations for the first episode already. Vecna's gone. They're looking for him. Can you imagine how much this group has already, like, lost all fear of everything? They've had so much contact with the Upside Down that even now with a Vecna 2 who's more dangerous and all, gaining strength, they're hunting him like he's a normal person, a human. Another point about the different tone of this season, it's not the scared little kids anymore, like, oh no, he's gonna show up, my god, let's avoid him. No, they're going after him, and that's gonna be intense. And so, there are some smaller, more aesthetic details here. Peeling beige paint, details about how the set itself looks, a break room fridge with a Six Flags amusement park magnet, an Indiana Pacers shirt inside the DJ booth, and a rubber chicken for Steve to use as a sound effect on the radio, other tapes with sound effects, and so on. From the promotional material that leaked earlier this year, that Netflix promo, we already knew too, right, that there'll be at least an early part of the season with scenes of Steve and Robin running the radio and providing entertainment for the town, amidst this apocalypse that's happening, even though the town is still trying to live a life. More stuff coming, more stuff on the way, trailers around the corner. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out, okay? Because, like, when the trailer drops, we already have so much prior info from set leaks, these official details from interviews, that when we combine it with the trailer's info, you know we'll figure out even more stuff that's in there. If you made it this far, you're officially part of the crew. Drop a like, share this video with your friends, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. Trust me, the next one's going to blow your mind. See you soon. Peace out.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I breathe.